Many of our clients have been asking for a way to automate their content strategy, to be able to create their orders once in our system and then be able to automate this creation of content for months or even years in advance. Today, we are excited to announce the launch of our newest addition to the crowd content platform, Campaigns. We have been hard at work on Campaigns for a number of months, and we hope it can help you automate your content strategy. From your client account, the old Schedules tab has been replaced by Campaigns. Click the tab to open the new campaign system. The first time you enter our campaign system, you will see this blank window. Click the large green button to get started on creating your first campaign. Creating a campaign is a 3-step process. First, you'll create your campaign brief. This is where you'll set all of the main details of your campaign, as well as set your default order settings. Start by giving your campaign a name. Then you can upload a logo or an image to give your campaign an identity. The writers will be able to see everything you publish here so they know that they're working for you. You can enter a high-level overview of the campaign you're creating, and an attachment can be added as required as well if you have an external file with details. The default settings section looks a lot like our advanced order form. Here you can set high-level defaults for your entire campaign. Don't worry, all of these features can be overwritten on an order-to-order basis later on. It just lets you configure defaults to save time later. Once you're done here, click Save and Continue to move on to Step 2. Step 2 is where you'll set your default writer settings. Let's say you've assembled a team of writers you're working with, or you'd like to use one specific writer, or a specific team for every order in the campaign. You can set that up here. You'll also set up the default price level to use for your campaign here. Again, these settings are all defaults only. If you have a different writer or price level requirement for different orders within the campaign, you can override these settings on an order-to-order basis. Once you're done with setting up your writer defaults, click the Save and Continue button to move on to the final step of setting up the campaign. The final step of setting up the campaign is setting up your content schedules. When you're first setting this up, you'll see a blank calendar. Now, there are 3 ways to add orders to the schedule. Paste in and upload file are 2 different ways of getting multiple titles into the campaign system. For example, each of your blog posts may have a different title, and if you have a CSV, Excel, or text file, you can upload those directly. Or you can paste your titles in, one on each new line. The first thing you'll notice on the order window is that your defaults that you set earlier in the configuration process have been preloaded. There are 2 main differences in the campaign order form to our main content order form. First, you have the option of setting multiple titles for the order. This is useful if you have different blog post topics or titles you'd like written about over the duration of your campaign. The other difference in the order form comes in the scheduling section. The Place Date box is where you'll set the first day that the order will be placed. Note that this date must be later than the current date. From here, you'll have the option of placing all the orders for different titles right on this day or spreading them out. To have them placed all on the same day, select Yes. Otherwise, select No and move on to the Repeat Order section. In the Repeat Order section, you can set your order to repeat daily, weekly, monthly, or even yearly. This is where multiple titles can be spread across the entire campaign. If you have 4 different order titles and you repeat the orders weekly, the system will cycle through all 4 of these titles on a weekly basis before repeating them. You can tell the order to never stop repeating, to repeat a certain number of times, or to stop repeating on a certain date. Once you're done setting up your order schedule, click Save Schedule. Do this as many times as you require for all of your campaign's content needs. Finally, when you're done setting up all of the content in your campaign, click Save and Continue. Click Activate Campaign Now, and you're done. I'm going to flip over to our established campaign now to show you some other cool features. From the campaign's dashboard, you can see all the information about your campaign. On the left, the bulletin board is where you can post messages to the writers in your campaign. As well, you'll see your default writers and the current month in your content schedule. On the right side, you'll have your campaign brief and defaults at the top. Under upcoming content, you can see the content orders that will be placed over the next 7 days. Under active content, you can see all the orders within your campaign that have been placed on the network. After you've set up a campaign, the schedules are not set in stone. If you click Add Orders or Edit Schedule, you'll be able to add additional orders to the campaign or edit the schedules and details of orders that haven't been placed yet. For example, let's say we want to start ordering Facebook posts along with the previously scheduled Sunday tweet orders. I'm going to do a quick add. Next, I'm going to fill out the order information, select Facebook posts, quality level, quantity, and fill in the instructions. Then, I'm going to set the place date for this Sunday. I want this order to repeat every week on Sunday. For now, I'm going to set this order to never end. Next, I'll click Save Order, and this order will be added to our content schedule. The last thing to show you is how to modify or delete orders from the schedule. Since we don't actually want to place these Facebook orders, we can select the first of these orders to modify or remove it. Next, select Delete Scheduled Order. Finally, select the delete option you'd like to use. The first one, Only This Order, will remove this order only, and the rest of the Sunday Facebook orders will remain in place. The next option, Following Orders, will remove the selected order as well as all Sunday Facebook orders appearing after the selected date. Finally, the All Orders option will remove every Sunday Facebook order from our schedule. This concludes our overview of the new crowd content section, Campaigns. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact your client account manager or support@crowdcontent.com.